It's very easy to just go on about how wonderful life is as an expat in Thailand and tell the world it was the best decision in the world. But I want to put a bit more balance on it today and talk about all the things that I regret about my decision to come to Thailand. And as the sun comes down, it's so bright and hot today, it's stark opposite to the message I want to share, because I want to share some of the negative things, but it's more about what I left behind in the UK than what I went on to discover here in Thailand. The biggest thing, and I think expats will all agree, is friends and family. Having to say goodbye to relatives and good friends that you spent time at school with. And I remember when I told one of my best friends that I was leaving to Thailand, and his dad took it upon himself to take me to a room and say, don't do it, don't leave us. Maybe it wasn't his place, but he felt like he wanted to do it. And I remember that conversation, and it's the biggest thing to walk away from friends and family. The second one, personally, to me, is my career and what I may have gone on to achieve in the UK, because I left the UK at 29, and at the time I was senior management at the post office, helping redevelop their business proposition and having really quite some big influence on this huge institution in the UK. And I even had a direct one-to-one every quarter with the COO, influencing him on my ideas and what I would do to move the post office forward. And I wonder just what I could have gone on to achieve. How much money could have I really made? I'm not grumbling about where I am now in terms of what I do here in Thailand. I love it, and I earn a good income, but it's just something I'm more curious about in terms of what I could have done in the competitive UK market, as opposed to coming to Thailand where everything's a little bit different. In terms of living here in Thailand and calling it home, one of the drawbacks is you're continually reminded as an expat that you are an alien, you are a visitor. The fact that I have to go to immigration or do a check-in every 90 days and let people know that my address hasn't changed. The fact that there is two-tier pricing still in national parks and some attractions as well, which great, because I'm paying my tax, I have a work permit, and I wish I was treated the same as a Thai who also lives in the country. But they won't do it. They can't get their head around it, and you're reminded of that. You can't get loans, you can't get credit cards, forget about owning land. You are just a guest. And I do think that although it is my home, at any point if my visa was cancelled, what happens then? I have to leave the country. When I first come to Thailand, for one reason or another, my parents died. I just came over here to escape and basically went on the piss for 2 years. I wasn't up until 12 noon. And I just wonder if that was a waste or something I had to do to get through that stage. Because it was a very vibrant period back then for Western expats, and there was lots of opportunities to really make lots of money. And it's more hard and more challenging now as the expat Western market and retiree base has continued to become marginalised and Thailand moves on. They're the main ones. Just smaller things. I miss going to watch Tottenham Hotspurs in a stadium, going to a pub before a match, seeing a night kick off and the atmosphere and camaraderie that went with going to a football match. It ain't the same watching Pattaya United. The food shopping, it's improved a lot here, but it's nice and cheap when you go around your Tesco's and Asda and get all your creature comfort foreign food. Not enough by any means for me to miss being in the UK, but it's something I do think back on. And also the lack of sort of cultural things to do and activities such as history museums and art museums and that kind of stuff that doesn't exist here. I'd just like to thank rkthailand.com as well. They're a relocation expat, both if you're moving domestically and internationally. Bags of experience, reliable, skilled. If you do want to move home anywhere in Thailand, RK Travel, ARKAY Thailand. and they're sponsoring this vlog today. Okay, that's it. Keep safe. I should put some suntan lotion on. And about Thailand.